Lieutenant Stalek, Federation Efficiency Office, Personal Log, Stardate 4287.62. As I waited for my new assignment, I had a good view from the station. I could see a few Vulcan science vessels used throughout the Federation. Most of the ships are now of Federation design, constructed with the best materials and technology from all the member worlds. That included the Intrepid, Vulcan crewed and recently assigned an exploratory mission. A few of the crew I knew and was able to wish them a safe journey before their departure. I was assigned to the Huron Class cargo vessel, the Oneida, to observe and to assess the need for such a vessel. It is a larger cargo ship designed to perform a wide range of mission types. It is crewed by 94 Starfleet personnel. From Vulcan Space Central, I beamed aboard and joined the crew. Their mission was to pick up a Vulcan shuttle and important diplomatic documents to be transported to Andor, to then proceed to Cirrus 9 to deliver a generator for the colony. From there, proceed to Earth to deliver artifacts brought on the Vulcan shuttle for an archaeology conference. And finally to Teller to drop off medical supplies. The Oneida is unarmed, making the warp lanes with their trade-off of safety over a more direct route a logical choice. I saw firsthand the new bulk transporter in action. Its capacity, accuracy, and range were all improved, far exceeding the capabilities of any other starship class in the fleet. They beamed down cargo for Vulcan, then beamed up the medical supplies for Tellar and the generator for Cirrus 9. At the end of a routine hull check by the ship's shuttle, we took on the Vulcan shuttle. On the way to Andor, the only other Vulcan on the ship told me, "Neither rain, nor sleet, nor dark of night. The crew here, and especially the humans, are quite fanatical in their adherence to this policy." I thought at the time this deserved further study. We arrived at Andor, an icy moon with most of the population underground. Fascinating how many space stations reflect their builders' experiences. The usual Federation ships were present, as well as a few Andorian colony ships. Andorians are keen on spreading their influence through increased quantity and distribution of population. There they launched the Vulcan shuttle, the Vulcan delegation having left a cache of artifacts. So far, the mission was on schedule. Then we received word that the Tellarites needed the medical supplies much sooner, as conditions there had unexpectedly worsened. Concurrently, there was a security issue being addressed, and Federation starships were called away to deal with the matter. The Oneida's orders were to fulfill all mission objectives on schedule with limited Starfleet support. Their new plan was to send the utility ship, the Scow, to Cyrus 9 with the generator. We would proceed to Kephiria, where they would launch the shuttle to rendezvous with the Constitution and continue to Earth. We would take a direct path to Tellar outside the warp lanes, meeting up with 2 Scout-class vessels to provide an escort. The utility ship was called the Scow, both an endearing and denigrating name, I gathered. Humans are interesting. It was a Warp 4-capable vessel, so the generator should arrive at Cirrus 9 by the scheduled time. At the Kephiria Warp Transit Zone, they'd launched the shuttle. En route to Earth, it would be picked up by the Constitution. It would make its arrival on schedule. We then proceeded directly to Tellar, outside the safety of the warp lanes. Surprisingly soon, an Orion pirate ship closed in and demanded we drop out of warp and lower our shields. The Huron Class has no weapons and only basic shields, and so they complied. The Orions would usually get just close enough to beam out all the cargo from a ship and then quickly make their escape. The crew of the Oneida decided they could not give up the medical supplies. So when the Orion ship lowered its shields to beam out the cargo, they did not anticipate the Oneida's new transporter system. Suffice to say, a critical piece of the Orion's power supply ended up outside their vessel. We arrived at the Tellar system with an escort on schedule. We immediately proceeded to Tellar and beamed down the much-needed medical supplies. A Tellarite shuttle also arrived, with staff who wished to personally thank the crew for a timely arrival. On the way back, we encountered a few Tellurite survey ships. They are common in the Federation, another way Tellurites can put themselves in the middle of an argument. In this case, border and territorial disputes. At the Teller Central Control Station, I disembarked and my journey with the Oneida had ended. Neither rain nor sleet nor dark of night shall stay these couriers from the swift completion of their appointed rounds. That is the rest of the phrase I had heard earlier. In my official report, I recommended that the Huron Class cargo ships be approved for further construction. As one of the human crew put it, we get excrement done. I am not sure exactly what this means, but the positive contributions of this vessel cannot be logically denied. Excellent ship, extraordinary crew. As I watch her leave, I wish the Oneida a most efficient and productive journey.